Hello, Jared here. Today we'll be critiquing a senior drama work program and the assessment package. I wish to bring attention to this document, which is part of the philosophy of the teacher who created the work program. This implies that the work program and the assessment package will be based on critical pedagogy. However, I'll show you that it is based on liberal progressive pedagogy. I'll return to this point at the end when I'm giving my suggestions to improve this work program. The main educational pedagogy at work in this work program and assessment package is liberal progressive. Liberal progressive pedagogy mainly focuses on the student-centered classrooms in order to create civic and democratic citizens. Progressive pedagogy's practical outworkings in the classroom can be seen in the great emphasis on group work, critical thinking, and learning through doing. This work program and assessment package is heavily centered on these liberal progressive pedagogy outworkings. For instance, the rationale reads, drama provides opportunities to share ideas with others through informal and formal performances. In the work program, much of the assessment is group work, especially the performances. Students are made to collaborate and share ideas to achieve a high mark. Students are also required to learn through doing in this work program and assessment package, another central outworking of liberal pedagogy. For instance, to learn how to master these elements, the students learn through applying the elements of drama to Australian realism. In this work program, there are implicit ideas about developing democratic and civic students through critical thinking. Take for instance Unit 3, Epic Theatre. It looks at 20th century political texts that require a level of critical thinking to educate and empower. Again, the approach to curriculum this work program and assessment package for senior drama is liberal progressive. Work programs need to be built out of the syllabus provided by the government. This means to understand the work program's approach to curriculum, we need to look at the syllabus's approach to curriculum. As you can see in these examples, the work is to be student-centered, based on their learning needs. Student-centered, as mentioned, is a progressive educational approach where the students are more involved in the learning and taking more responsibility in developing their learning. However, more importantly, the syllabus heavily encourages teachers' guidance. When curriculum approaches are based on teacher guidance, the teacher is in charge of shaping the curriculum as they see fit and guiding the students through the work as the experts. This means that the best description of this work program's approach to curriculum is the technical scientific approach. The technical scientific approach uses a sequence process or a matrix to determine how the curriculum should be created. The model allows a great deal of teacher input to decide how to create the curriculum based on the relative learning experiences needed by the student. The reason the approach to curriculum mirrors that of the technical scientific approach is because the teacher receives the syllabus from the government and decides, using a process of what they believe will achieve the best learning experiences for their students and how they can best guide the students through the learning. The nature of the assessment in the work program is designed to bring a balanced approach to the syllabus guidelines on what to assess students on. The syllabus, and in turn the work program, mark students in three different categories: forming, presenting, and responding. This work program incorporates all three criteria evenly over the 2-year course, which keeps the assessment balanced. To begin, we will look at the student-centered side of the assessment, which is the majority of the assessments. Student-centered assessment is assessment that fosters and develops students' learning rather than just assessing knowledge. Examining the work program shows that the assessment is mostly based on developing the drama skills developed in the classroom. The majority of the assessment pieces are designed to develop and display the skills that the students have developed in the classroom. However, it is up to the teacher to plan the assessment out for the student. The style of assessment in this work program teaches students to work independently and cooperatively. The work program has 7 individual tasks and 5 group tasks for the students, which is unusual for most disciplines which mainly focus on individual tasks. However, it must be remembered that the assessment is closely linked to liberal progressive pedagogy, which wants to develop socially intelligent students. Collaborative work is key to developing students in forming social intelligence. I wish to take you back to my earlier point that this work program and assessment package is not critical framework. However, because it said it works on social critical framework, there are many improvements to be made. This means the work program and assessment package needs to do more of injustice and critical thinking so that students can pull themselves out of oppression, if it wants to be called a social critical framework.